My next guest is going to be taking on Cole Smith at UFC Fight Night on September 5th. It is Hunter Azure back here on the program. Hunter, how's it going, man?
Doing great, man. Just enjoying my weekend and getting ready for the last week of training.
Yes. Is it safe to say today's like a rest day? You were mentioning how the family's away and everything, getting some time to yourself?
Yeah, just using this Sunday as a rest day. Just trying to catch up on sleep, just giving myself little massages and using some of my little recovery tools here and just icing and just doing all the little necessary things before fight week.
How long do you nap for? I always ask fighters this because I'm a napper as well. I don't get punched in the face for a living, but they are important because you got to get those 8 hours, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, with my kid now, I try to nap when I can or if he's down. So, I'll get a little 30-minute nap here and there. If I'm lucky, I'll get a full hour in, but yeah.
It's tough. It's
try
a juggling
to squeeze
act.
them in as I can.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. On average, how much sleep do you usually get during the week?
Well, now I've been pushing my recovery a lot more this fight because I never was a big sleeper. So now I'm making myself get 8 to 9 hours every night. Before I was always just good to run off of 6 hours.
Yeah, those 2 hours
trying
certainly
to adjust that.
Yeah, they certainly make a big difference. Those 2 hours. So yeah, you're fighting Cole Smith here. You must have been kind of familiar with him because you guys fought on the same card in Vancouver last year.
Yeah. He was the fight right after me, and their bantamweights coming in too. Him and who'd he fight?
He fought Miles Johns on that card.
Miles Johns, that's right. And so I had my eye on both of them, and I knew that eventually I could fight either one of them. So they've been in my radar.
And I asked Cole this, and I'm sure you'll give me the same answer, but I was always curious. I mean, you guys do have the same manager. Did Jason or anyone say like, "Hey, look, we're going to kind of stay out of this one just because they rep both fighters," or was that not even a conversation at all?
To me, it wasn't a conversation. I've talked to House before, and he knows I'm in the fight game, and I just want to fight whoever's at my weight at 135. It's no hard feelings for him. If it's one of his dudes, I don't care. I just want to sign the paper and let's fight. So.
Yeah, very well said. This is a first for you and me, coming off a loss. I mean, it's never easy, but you always learn more from a loss than a win. What did you take away the most from that fight against Brian Kelleher?
Man, I took away a lot. I mean, I lost. It sucked. It hurt the heart more than anything. But, man, you look at anyone's record in this sport, there's very few that keep that undefeated record. So, to me, it was just about not letting it get to me or think I had a terrible performance or something. It was just stay to the grind, get back, fix all these little things I need to fix or things I had in my mind before that I was just kind of unsure about. So I had to make sure I'm sure about some things and just fix up training camp and just be more of a professional about it.
Losses suck, but is there some pressure taken off just not having to worry about the O? I mean, you got the loss now, so, it's kind of, I would imagine, because for some fighters, they sort of carry that with them every fight where it's like, I don't want to lose. And then it's like, it happens and now it's come and gone.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think of it or think it affected me too much before, but I mean, now that I got that loss, it's whatever. It's, I just, like I said, I just got to move on from it, but, what was that? I forgot what the question was.
No, I was just asking if there's some pressure taken off just having the loss not holding on to that undefeated, sort of moniker.
Yeah. So there's definitely pressure off of that. I don't have to think about going in there and about that zero next to my name. I got that loss there. I've accepted it, and man, it's just go have fun again.
Yeah, no, very well said. So Cole Smith, how do you feel like you match up against him in this fight? A pretty big bantamweight. That's one of the things you sort of have to look at in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bigger bantamweight, but he's going to weigh in at the 136 limit. So, I mean, we're going to weigh in the same. We've been fighting the same weight. So, I mean, I have big training partners here too. So, I mean, I have bigger guys I'm training with, trying to match up the style as best we can. And, man, the main thing I'm focused on now is just coming back and getting that W. Like, I don't care. I just need my hand raised. However I get that, that's just all I'm focused on.
Yeah, and you're focused on yourself, too, when it comes to training, not worried so much about the opponent by the sounds of it. But Cole hasn't fought in a year. I referenced that Vancouver card. That's the last time he fought. You had a fight in between there. Do you think that matters at all? Do you believe in cage rust or anything like that?
I don't really believe in it. I mean, it could happen to some people and that, but I could say that I fought now with the no crowd and he hasn't. So that is a little different, but at the same time, it's a fight, and we're both going to go in there with the cage doors locked, and we're both expecting each other to be at our best. So,
is there a bit of confidence knowing you already beat a Canadian in Vancouver last year, so you got kind of that going in, fighting another Canadian here?
Yeah, I mean, I got to keep that streak going. My very first amateur fight was a Canadian. Now my first UFC fight Canadian, so might as well just keep that streak going.
There you go, and then you'll get like a Canadian killer moniker or something like that, or some sort of nickname.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of neat. How is the weight cut going ahead of this fight? Because you've had a decent amount of notice for this one.
Weight cut's great. My weight's lower than it usually is, so I'm happy about that. And that was just one of those things I wanted to fix up in camp too. Is just nutrition and get my weight a little. It never was a bad cut, but I always knew it could be easier.
Yeah. Is it tougher with being a dad and, having obviously I'm sure you have your meals prepped or things like that, but, just the hours of when you can eat and things like that?
No, I actually have a great baby. So he makes it easy for me, and not much has changed for my schedule. And my fiance, she's great. Like I don't have to worry about when I need to train. She makes her schedules clear so I can put in all my time.
Talked about training camp. Who have been some of the main training partners you've been working with ahead of this fight?
So I have Paris from our gym. Who else? We have Luis Saldana. They've been more of my main training partners right now. But, I mean, our whole gym is basically back together now. So, I mean, I get all looks. It's not just specific someone Cole style. I mean, I just got to be well-rounded everywhere. So
yeah, you get different looks. That's the main thing, right? And anytime you get put in those positions, it's like, hey, I know what to expect type thing. You talk about getting the band back together, so to speak, because of COVID, I'm assuming, because obviously I know a lot of people had the gym shut down. When were things sort of back to normal, at least close to normal? Was that like a few weeks ago? Was this months ago? When did things start opening up for you in terms of training?
It's only been a few weeks now. Pretty much when I got the call for the fight, we were all getting back together. I was previously helping a buddy at the gym for his fight camp, so I was in there training and getting him ready. So it's not like I haven't missed too much of a beat.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
We're going to have Santino, Alan Beers, and Roman Salazar.
Oh, nice.
Eddie Cha's out in Korea with Zombie right now, so we just had to adjust some things, but he's keeping up. Good thing with all this technology now, he could see WhatsApp and watch my sparring and keep up with us. So,
were you ever considered as someone, I mean, maybe after this fight to go help Zombie? I know he was sort of recruiting guys to come down and train with him. I know Johnny Case is out there. Were you ever considered?
No, I was never considered. I don't think I would want to go do that 2-week quarantine out there in my hotel room by myself.
I would imagine.
I don't think you could pay me enough to do that now with my family and everything.
No, yeah, especially being a dad, that would be really difficult. How's this fight playing out in the fifth? How do you envision this fight playing out?
Man, I feel great. It's going to be a great performance on my end. I feel I'm just going to go out there, just control me, have the best hunter out there, and just focus on getting my hand raised. I don't care how it happens. It's just that's the only thing on my mind right now is coming out of that cage hand raised. You
get any downtime right now with having a kid and everything? Like, do you get any time for yourself, whether it's like Netflix or video games or anything like that during camp, or is it all business?
This camp is just all business. Like I said, I was trying to bring in the recovery and try to sleep more. So every time I'm home, if my kid's down for a nap, I try to nap with him. Or if we just relax, we'll lay on the floor, play around, but just try to hang out as much as I can and stay off my feet.
How has fatherhood changed you as a fighter?
Oh man, it just gave me more vision. Like it gave me something to fight for. I want to show my kid or my son that he could do anything he wants, and I just want to pave the right path for him and just show him hard work, what hard work can do, and just any sport he does or whatever he wants to do in life, just hard work.
We're looking forward to this fight, September 5th, UFC Fight Night. Hunter, always appreciate you taking the time, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Oh, man, just on Instagram at Hunter Azure. But, man, that's it. Just shout out to my team at Fight Ready, man. They're great, and I'm always still prepared to step into that cage with them behind my back. So just one last hard week of training, and I win, our team wins. So let's do it.